A lot of people over the years probably wonder what I mean by vampirism. And that means that we absorb energy, take up energy that changes frequency through influence. Um, leaders do it, politicians do it, all the speakers do it. And what that is the as I mentioned in the other videos, you go with the flow. You just kind of take things as they are. You have an acceptance for the spaces, the void and the nothing, which is like the spaces in between. And you'll notice that the speakers, their delivery, their application, and what they're saying, it'll have a lot of the hand signals, the gestures, the facial expressions, which all conveys energy and influence. They'll use the silence. You'll see Donald Trump do it when he gives his speeches. When he makes a good delivery, you can tell. That's what you can tell how he's probably thinking inside. At the times of pause, he wants to captivate the audience. Leave them in a state of void where anything can be imagined, anything can come to life. And they'll connect, they'll admire. So it's taking up energy. They're almost throwing their energy away, their power away to the matter outside. And the politicians use various techniques to captivate and create all that. The silence is just one of the ways they do that. The nothing and the void, facial expressions, real stern looks. You got me there? And that's what they do. It's a big act, a big circus act. But if you're aware of it, you can spot it, you can break it down, you can reverse engineer all the stuff, and you can build your own wizard, and you figure out all that stuff they're doing, the rhetoric, Trumpian, whoopla, that's all magic. They just don't want you to figure out that that's magic. So they call it all sorts of names, and science is used to renaming everything a million bajillion times anyway. They don't really apply anything. This is all old stuff. This isn't really evolutionary things. It's just stuff we become disconnected from. But it's all like Jedi mind tricks, I guess you could say. Just like they put that in the movies. So you think that's all make believe? Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards and Warriors shit. You'll be twice as less likely to be like, oh my gosh, wow, like, that's some crazy shit. They use, like, energy, and it's like a magic, a subtle art. And, that requires frequency to be able to go with the flow. The quantum flicker, which is, momentarily in flashes. So if you're holding on to the past, then you start to get weighed down. The etheric pressure builds up, stress, friction slows you down, takes more energy to get stuff done. Causes a number of other mental ailments, just from time. That's time. And that's what we struggle with right now, is this thing of time, light, physics, and matter, which is all wrapped up, has us wrapped up in the Kali Yuga, which is like natural time law. Big fish eat little fish. There's no like rest or space. There's no comfort in that. There's no mercy. There's no grace. It's all like linear time, force, more, get more, acquire, add, suck up, take, eat, devour, like vampires out there. And they call them zombies, but, even the plants have the ability to take up energy from other people. And you'll notice, like, even as you make your own gestures, how that's affecting you inside, to like diminish the effects of energy or intensify them. Facial expressions, things like that, angles, positions, it's all about timing, delivery, angles, positions, your pose, it's like a yoga or something. Forms, like a dancing flame taking a bunch of different forms, mega, uber, and then letting them all go too, so you can forgive and accept. You just get over things like that quick. And we really have the ability to forgive a lot more than we do. Almost the level of forgiving we have the capacity for almost seems like crazy to what we're accustomed to. Because, then it's just like, you forgive every second, every moment. Some people be like, well, it's contradictory, blah, 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 but you said, and he said, and they said. And it's like, oh man, that's just the past. You can't just do that with the past, because time, with the mercy of time, which is an element, with the mercy of the elements. And, that's my chat for that.